What's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics. Alcohol and gains. It's a controversial topic. There's people on both sides of it. And I know that some people are under the impression that if you drink alcohol, it's like you might as well not even work out at all because it'll completely just rob you of all your gains. It'll like eat away your muscle and, it makes it completely useless to train. But I came across an interesting article that talks about some different things that I'm going to share with you. And I'll post a link in the description below so that you can check out the studies that are within the article for yourself. Now, I'm going to go over a couple things and then I'll give you a game plan and show you how you can drink alcohol without losing any of your gains. You just got to follow a few rules. So in the article, it says people that drink 14 or more drinks per week have the lowest life expectancy. But interestingly enough, people who drink 0 drinks per week have the second lowest life expectancy. So what happens is it sort of makes an arc. Here on one end, you got the people that drink 14 or more. Here at the other end, you got people that drink 0. And then right up here is the highest life expectancy. So there's like a sweet spot right in there where if you drink 7 to 14 drinks per week, it can actually be beneficial to you. Yes, alcohol has benefits if consumed in moderation, like many other things. So how does alcohol rob us of our gains? Well, if you drink over 3.5 drinks at any given time, it will lower your body's ability to synthesize protein you consume by 25% for the next 16 hours. Now, that actually doesn't sound too bad, depending on what your goals and your priorities are. But if you think about it, when you've been training for a long time, it becomes harder and harder to get those gains. So that 25% can really add up. Now, some of us are looking at that like 25% gains. I'm still getting 75% of the protein synthesis and, still get to have a good time. That might actually sound like a bargain. So that's up to you to take that information and do with it what you want. However, the article goes into more detail and pretty much highlights the fact that it's not always the alcohol that's doing the most damage. It's what we eat after we consume the alcohol. So people get beer munchies and, they crave fried foods, processed foods, salty foods. So, 3 drinks can easily turn into 10 drinks. Then next thing you know, you're eating loaded, cheese fries or whatever it is. And that's where it can really spiral out of control. Another big part of this is what type of drinks are you having, right? If you're going to have strawberry margaritas or, other sweet drinks like that, or beer, which, has more carbs than liquor, or you're mixing your liquor with Sprite or Coke or even sugary juices, that sugar is going to get stored as fat. It's just simple as that. So let's say we want to go out, we want to have some drinks. You're going to need a game plan, and Coach Richie got you. This is what we're going to do. We are going to schedule our workout as early in the day as possible before we go out drinking. So for an example, let's say it's a Friday night. We know we're going to go out later on. Try to set up the workout as early as you can to give yourself as much time as possible in between the time you work out and the time you're going to be drinking. So I'm going to go out at 9 o'clock in the night. I'll try to get the workout in at 6 or 7 in the morning, right? Because then you're giving yourself a good 15 hours to allow your body to synthesize the protein that you consume throughout the day. That way you won't get robbed of your gains later on in the night, or at least not as much so. So we're going to work out really early in the day. Then what our diet should look like throughout the day is very high protein, low fat, low carb diet throughout the day. So we're going to try and really get filled up on high protein foods to make sure that our body can start recovering from the workout. Now, before we go out, we're going to want to fill up on healthy foods. That way, while you're out drinking, your craving won't be as bad to eat something that's going to completely throw you off the rails, right? So eat a good, healthy meal, eat throughout the day, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, and if at all possible, have a meal prep waiting for you when you get home. That way you'll be less tempted to eat while you're out. All right, so we're out. We're about to order drinks, buy drinks. This is where it comes time that you're going to have to decide what you want to drink. Preferably, you're going to want to stick to wine or liquor, right? And if you're drinking liquor, you don't want to mix it with sugar. As I stated earlier, the sugar is what is going to kill you. Now remember, if you could keep it to under 4 drinks, it might actually have little to no effect on your body's ability to synthesize the protein. Now, if you're going to go over 3.5 drinks, it will affect it, and you're going to want to make sure that the next day you don't have, to max out. You want to make sure that the next day, try and plan it so that it's like a low intensity cardio day, because alcohol will affect your ability to train at your highest intensity if you are hungover. So you want to strategically plan it so that the next day is like a low intensity cardio day that you didn't have to go all out anyways. Not a day where you have to max out or, something like that. So pretty much to sum it up, high protein, low fat, low carb diet. Give yourself as much time in between your workout and your drinking session as possible. Try not to have a high intensity workout the day after drinking. Try to keep it to under 14 drinks per week and under 4 drinks at any given time, if possible, to minimize the loss of gains. And always drink responsibly, y'all. Don't drink and drive. Call a Lyft, call an Uber, have a friend get you. It's $10 to call a Lyft and get home, and it'll guarantee you don't hurt yourself or others, and prevent you from paying like 20 grand for a DWI and going to jail and probation and all that. So just don't do that, all right? All right, so that's it. If you found the video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, because I got plenty more content on the way, and I'll talk to you next time.